Alright, cool. We'll record.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was time for me to sing.
Then you want to sing? You going to sing?
Nah, man.
You good?
I didn't even have a
So
song in
we're
mind.
supposed to start with the song.
Ooh.
What song you want to start with?
Can we pause it and start over?
I got it. Go for it.
To edit this part, I guess it's easy. Just
Yeah, I can leave this for the sound.
okay.
But when you play the music, I gotta cut it at one point with the YouTube.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they flag you for stuff like that.
Oh, where?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
okay.
flag you for
We're
stuff.
just not going to go into that because I have to look for it.
The other little floor, okay. Alright. No music. Hi guys.
Hey, what's going on? What's going
What's
on?
going on? Welcome to Hypothetically Pod, episode number 9. Wow, 9 up, yes. 9 already. 9. So, I got some guests here today. We have the besties in the building.
You
my
know the
best
vibes?
friend.
You know the vibes?
That's Shelly's best friend. You guys introduce yourselves.
Oh, you go first.
I'm Sally.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to be here. Finally, episode 9.
Okay.
My name is Mitch, aka like Mr. Life is Great. I am excited to be on episode 9 already. I didn't even know you guys had 9 episodes.
9 episodes,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay, congratulations. So, I've been seeing all the good conversations. Okay.
Well, the good thing about it, they're there, so you can always play. when you're ready.
no, I know. Like, I realize it was like 9.
Oh, yeah, it's 9. Yeah. We've been doing this since, I think, December?
Wow.
December, January, yeah. So,
Okay,
9 is good.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Jen, you missed the whole introduction. You're supposed to introduce yourself. I'm
Yeah, I
supposed
want to
to introduce myself. And then they introduce
Go ahead, introduce
themselves.
yourself. Go for it.
It's too late now. They already introduced themselves.
Go ahead.
I still want to know you.
Hey guys, it's Shelly.
Hi, guys. It's J-23. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's week is good. Checking in. How's everybody's week been?
It's been good.
Good.
Yeah, it was good.
Had a birthday. Happy birthday, Sally. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
22? 27. Okay. You always gotta go with the lower age. Like, technically, I'm not 40. I'm 30. Nah, fuck that. I'm
But your
40.
knees are 80.
Yes. And knees hurt. Knees is a serious thing that shit hurt. But,
No, this week, honestly, this week been pretty chill, man.
good show.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Honestly, it's just been a chill week.
Yeah, I would say the same thing for me. It's been quiet. Going on the up and up of things.
Okay.
You know, as you know, been going through some shit. And, you know, the cool thing about going through some things is when you get to the bottom, you can only go up from there.
Absolutely.
And so far, so good. But quiet. Quiet. I mean, I did step out the other night, but, you know, that was to celebrate the Queen. That's it. I'm not doing nothing else after that until the balance is where I want it to be.
The balance is balanced.
Yes, when the balance is balanced, you know.
Oh, I did find $46. So
There we go. That's a plus.
I was
$6 worth.
oh, and I went to my mom's house and opened all the mail, all my old mail.
Right.
I found a check for $50.
There we go.
Come on now,
Money's coming in.
yo. Matter of fact,
$96.
I
We're
need to
at
deposit
96.
that after this.
Here we go.
That's what I'm saying. That's $50.
$96 plus.
You know what could do $50? That's like $50 I could gamble right on 2K.
You're going off. I get it.
Yeah, this is cool, man. This is what I do.
All right. Well, anyway, got the besties in the building because the besties share something in common.
Jen, hold on.
Go ahead.
My week was stressful.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Wow,
Go ahead.
that's
Go
crazy.
ahead.
You have guests and the whole
Go ahead.
routine just switches up.
Just go.
My week was stressful. I had a long week. I had to do a training for work and I passed, but yeah, so I passed, but it was a stressful week. It's been a stressful couple of weeks.
What's going on?
Just life is life and but yeah, go ahead, Gene.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. You have the besties in the building. The besties share something in common. Would the besties like to share what they have in
I
common?
don't know what you mean. That we're black. Say that.
Everybody's black. Yeah, black and beautiful.
Of course. Yes, then we do have something in common. I do like to say, this is my young lady, my queen of my life. Miss Salamina.
You're gonna edit
What you mean? It's a beautiful.
Ooh, I can bleep it out. I'll bleep it
that.
out.
My government.
That's a beautiful name. That's wild. But yes, me and Sully, we are in a committed relationship. Yes.
It's awesome. Awesome.
Yes,
How long
yes.
you guys been together?
Officially?
Officially. Is that a thing officially? And I feel like, what do you count? Do you count first day you met, first date?
I mean, if it's the first that I met, I've known Sully for now going what, 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
Yeah, correct. And so yeah, officially a couple of months. Officially a couple of months.
Okay. Good.
So I can say that. Yeah.
Good. Good. Well, it looks good on both of you guys. So,
I pray. You feel me?
yes.
I'm not giving all this good glowing skin for no reason out here.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So,
Talk to me.
me and Shelly, we have some questions.
Yeah, cause man, I was woken up from a slumber. Palavem.
We have questions because we have listeners, and I would say for a majority of our listeners, they're single
Okay.
or in the dating pool, despite the P that's in it. They're in there. They're trying to find their person, their partner, and what I like about you guys that you guys decide to like do it. A lot of people pump fake or they're still dating, whether they're scared or taking their time or just chilling. They're fine where they're at. But I think it's good to get a little bit of insight on the dynamics of a relationship.
Okay.
You know, especially like two people who I'm close to. You know, obviously you're my best friend. That's your lady, so you know I treat her as such. And with Shelly, that's her best friend, and you are. That's his man, and you know we're all close. We're all close, tight knit group.
Yeah.
So I would just like to poke at your relationship a little bit, but nothing bad. I want to talk about things that can help people.
Okay.
You know,
Well, all of it can help people. So bad,
exactly.
good.
Exactly. So
Talk.
Okay. What's your core relationship values?
Cool.
Let's start there.
Communication. There's one thing that we always say that we're on the same team.
Right.
So whether he agrees with what I'm saying, whether I agree with what he's saying, you know, whether we see it differently, we're gonna listen to each other. We're gonna communicate how we feel, and we're gonna, you know, either come to resolution or, like I like to say, agree to disagree. But communication, respect, is just so important for us.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll second that. I'll second that, but also add one more. Communicate and also understanding as well. Reason being because sometimes when you're when you're communicating with your partner, he or she or he may not be where you at right now. You feel me? In the relationship mentally. You feel me? And that's okay. You feel me? Because again, I think a lot of people. That's why arguments last so long. That there's two parties that want to be right. You feel me? I mean, I always tell Sully when we are just in debate about something that I don't care about being right. I mean, I just want to be righteous. I just want to let's push what we're doing forward. You feel me?
Right.
So that's where the understanding comes in.
Was that like a day one thing, or was that something that had to?
No.
No.
So
No communication.
communication.
Oh, communication was there.
Yeah, I think the understanding part came somewhere in the middle.
But okay, because clearly you guys are like a well-oiled machine right now.
That's
Yes?
I will hope so. I will
You hope so.
somewhat. No, it's not,
But-
I want to say we
It
still.
isn't always perfect.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
at one point it wasn't. Right.
Right.
So what did you do to get to, hey, we're gonna do it like this now? Because this is what I see in a lot of relationships. If I do something and you don't like it, you might not say something. You might let it go under the rug. But then it keeps happening, and then it festers into something bigger, and then it's like one big blow-up episode. Now we're not talking to each other.
Yeah. So I've done that. Like probably once or twice to Sally.
Right.
And that's where that's where again she would say like like because I guess whatever I'm feeling, whatever I'm going through, I let it fester, etc., etc. It becomes one big thing. And when we're in that space of it is one big thing.
Right.
You feel me? We just rather let's just go to sleep.
Right.
You feel me? And if we could pick up this conversation tomorrow, and there's 90% of the time we'll pick up the conversation unless I gotta go to work early. Like we'll lay in bed, we'll wake up after, we'll talk. I'm like, I bet this is what I meant when I'm trying to say this, and this is what she meant when she's trying to say this, etc., etc. And that's where we either come to, like she said, we either come to some type of agreement, or that we'll just agree to disagree. Pretty much that means we're just on the same team.
Okay. All right. So, space.
What you mean by space wise?
When you guys are mad at each other, is there space? Is there
There's
time?
space, but we stay together.
Yeah.
Right.
Like no one's leaving.
Okay.
Like I'm not letting him walk out the house, and we're not on the same page.
Right.
You never know what happened.
Right.
And I would hate for our last conversation to be something like
Like bad, yeah.
Yeah. So don't get me wrong. There's a couple side eyes, but you're gonna stay. We're gonna stay.
Queen,
We're gonna stay. I'm a side eye queen.
Yeah, I
But
see
we're gonna stay home, and like when it's cooled down and we're level headed, then we'll have a conversation. But there's definitely side eye.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
No situation is perfect,
Exactly.
but I think if you can work at things, you'll have a healthy relationship.
Like that. I mean, that's. And actually, I was having a conversation with one of my mentors, and he told me something that's kind of dope. He was like, I'm not trying to be perfect for my wife. I'm trying to love my wife in a perfect way.
Right.
You feel me? So, again, you just gotta start. You just again. Lead with communication. And one of the core values for us pretty much is communication, and then right after is understanding. Understanding that person.
So did those two things come because like past relationships there wasn't any communication, so you guys made sure that this relationship have communications, or do you guys see people not have good communication, or why is the communication like you guys number one thing in the relationship?
I think it's a mix of both. Like me growing up, what I saw, and kind of like he's in the same page. So like we agreed not to have, relationships like our parents or even just aunts and uncles that I've seen. And I'm just like, what is this? Why are you even together? You know what I mean? And I want it different for myself. I want to, not only for someone on the outside to look in, but I want to look at my relationship and be proud of it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to have a relationship where I'm like, why am I with this man? And I'm thinking but I'm just here. Like I never want that. I want it to be healthy. I want it, to have communication. But just seeing it from the outside, I think people think, with relationships, just because like even with celebrities, like okay, you look at the celebrity and it's like they have the perfect relation. You don't know. I don't want people to like as long as I know in my heart like this man is for me, and it's good. I feel safe. I feel happy. I'm always gonna stay in this. I'm always gonna put effort into it. I'm always gonna feed into our relationship. I'm always gonna pour into our relationship, and I feel like that's what I want. I want someone who wants to constantly pour into me the same amount that I want to pour into them. Once you feel like, okay, I have nothing else to give in this relationship, I don't feel like that's where you lose the health. That's where you lose the true love and the true foundation that holds the relationship together. So, yeah, that's where we're at.
Nice.
At least that's where I'm at.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So what have y'all last, well, let me say it correctly. What have the relationships that y'all been in taught you guys to be in a healthy relationship that you're in now? Even though it just started, but it's going in a good way. So what have you guys learned in y'all past relationship, the do's and the don't, that's going to help you guys grow to be stronger in this one?
For my past relationship, the one thing it did taught me is two things. More than two things. I do believe in this. A man controls the relationship, a woman controls the sex in the relationship. You feel me? If you're a man that's prideful, you feel me, and you're gonna stick to your guns, or you're gonna be like, it's either this or the highway, your relationship gonna crumble. feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's another person. Another person have their own thing going on. Their own, they're their own person. You feel me? And one thing I used to do in my past relationship is like, I know what I'm saying is right, so I'm so passionate about what I'm saying, but I'm not trying to build a relationship. I'm just trying to be right. You feel me? And just because a person doesn't see my way right now, doesn't mean that person won't see what I'm trying to tell them like later on. It's just we're just not there for us to understand it like here right now. You feel me? And I used to always be a person like, oh, I want the person to understand it right here, right now. You gotta understand. You feel
So
me?
you learn patience.
Exactly. So I don't pray for patience, Lord. I do not pray for. I do not pray for patience. But yeah. So again, just being patient with that person. Be patient with yourself as well, because sometimes you get it wrong. Sometimes what you say and how you said it was just wrong. So you just gotta be patient with yourself and just, I bet I'll try better tomorrow. You know, and then after that, and that's all you can. But not only say that you will try better tomorrow, but also show your partner that like, yo, I bet I'm going to be better. I'm going to try better. You feel me? I may not get it right the first go around. I may not get it right the second go around. But somewhere, God darn it, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get it right. You feel me? So and the second thing is listen to your partner too. You know, like just listen, because let's say for in the beginning, right? I didn't used to buy Sally flowers. I didn't know Sally liked flowers. I think she was talking to you or somebody on the phone, and I heard, and then she said she said something about flowers. I'm like, oh, I did not know she liked flowers. So now what I do, now I try my best. I try my best to always buy flowers. If the flowers are dying, I buy new flowers. I leave there. I put it there, not for myself. Not for myself, but for when Sally does come home, for her to see this. Hey, there's new flowers in the house.
Oh, you can get flowers too. Nothing wrong with that.
What?
You can get flowers too.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I would like to come home to flowers.
No, thank you. That's good though. Patience and listening.
Correct.
That's great, man.
Forgiveness too.
Forgiveness too,
was what I wanted to bring, because I feel like if I keep saying it and I keep saying it and I feel like you're not listening to me, like I was gonna wrap it up. Like, I'm not gonna continue to have the same conversation.
Right.
But also, what I've come to realize is, like, someone is their own person. Like, their own routine or whatever, that's not mine. It takes time to, like, adjust and, like, it's not gonna happen in the first month.
Right.
It takes time to adjust to, like, hey, like, I don't like this. Like, our biggest thing is the toilet seat. Mitch leaves the toilet seat up. And I'm just like, But, like, again, that's something that he's always done. It's
right.
Yeah. I can't just expect him to be like,
right.
Like,
I'm trying.
I need to leave this. He is trying.
I am.
He is trying.
Like every time when I finish the bathroom, I see she get up, she about to go to the bathroom. I'm like,
Oh shit! There we go.
I mean,
But that's effort though.
bulldozes me.
That's effort though.
Yeah, exactly.
He's listening. He's
Exactly.
watching.
Exactly.
He's studying his
Exactly.
partner. Yeah.
Exactly. So
That's probably something I think as men we didn't do in our 20s and
Right.
early 30s. We thought just getting the girl was it. We didn't know that this girl is actually a person. They have habits. They have feelings. They have a voice.
Right.
Because like you said, I like what you said about like watching our parents, our aunts and uncles. From my perspective, what I saw a lot of. It's gonna sound bad, but I saw like a lot of the woman pleasing the man versus the man pleasing the woman. That's why that's why it's no coincidence to me. Like Caribbean household, African households, like the women are breaking out of the norm of I gotta please my man 100%, and I'm gonna sit here and be quiet and not want nothing.
Right.
Take care of the house, cook, take care of the kids, make sure the floor is swept, make sure all the stuff. No, it's different now.
Yeah.
Women can do more.
But do you think that's why the dating world has an issue now?
Yes,
Because
because men are not involved.
men want
Men are
to
not
be
involved.
curious.
Men are not me. Men are not Mitch. Men are not the men that we know. Adaptable.
Right.
Men still think because I'm a man and I make money and I'm tall or I have on my whatever fucking shit that they think that it's. They think that because they have that they're entitled to women. They're entitled to a wife. They're entitled, but they don't understand that like.
The
It
game
takes
change.
Yeah, the game change. It takes time. You know, like I can even admit, like in my 20s, I thought because I worked and I made a lot of money, I was entitled to women. And then I realized, like, I'm not getting any girls. No one knows I'm making this money. And I'm like, what's the problem? And I'm like, you know what? Let me figure some stuff out. Let me read some books. Let me talk to people. Let me talk to OGs. Let me realize that maybe the stuff that I saw with my parents is not working now.
Okay, I have another question. Hold on, Miss. Don't lose your train of thought. What do you guys think about the submissiveness in a relationship? Sally, I want you to answer first. Do you feel like as girls, it's okay to be submissive to a guy? And then, wait, hold on. And with being submissive, what comes with, like, what's our role in being submissive and what's the role of a guy? Like, why should you be submissive to that guy? Like, what is he doing that you're being submissive to him? And then with you fellas, it's the same thing. Like, what are you doing that you would want? What are you doing that you expect a girl to be submissive to you? What do you expect her to do as, like, being submissive?
So yes.
So Sally's going to answer first, but.
It's a good question.
It's
a very good question.
1,000%. I do believe that you have to be submissive to the right person. Right? In my past relationships, like, we go toe for toe. I'm not, in any relationship, I'm not worried about what money you have. I don't care. You go, oh, I could buy you a drink. I could buy myself a drink too. I could buy a section also. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is I want to be submissive, and I am submissive to Mitch because where he takes me mentally, I don't feel like that's what I was getting in my past relationships, right?
That's the ring?
That's God. Go ahead. He's saying yes. God saying yes. God said, I brought this one to you. God said, I brought this one to you. Here you go.
I'm submissive to Mitch because of what he brings to the table and also what he brings to me, right? Mentally and emotionally. I'm not going to be submissive to somebody who just feels like, oh, okay, because I'm a man, like, yeah, that's just what it is. You need to submit to me. No. This is a man of God. This is a man of valor. This is a man who cares about his family. And it's within those aspects of just seeing that person, it's like, yeah, I'm submissive. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's a turn on, to be honest, because it's like knowing, like, this is what I wanted in a man, and then seeing it in him, it's like, it's attractive also. So I feel like that's why I'm okay with being submissive. I'm not going to submit to someone who just thinks that, okay, just because they could throw money at the problem, then that's it, that'll solve it. I don't have to engage, I don't have to question, I don't care how you feel. Like, oh, okay, like, you're sad. Okay, well, here's $1,000, go shopping. You know what I mean? Like, it's baby, I don't feel good. And he'll sit with me and talk to me and pray over me and pray over us. That's a type of person that I feel like you could submit to. You can't, like, I feel like nowadays, just because, like, the man has money and a nice house and a nice car,
right,
like, females just want to, I'm not doing that. And I don't feel like anyone should lessen themselves in what they want on the inside, just, for outside pleasure. So yes, I do believe in submissiveness. I do submit to him, I believe.
Not you asking after you said all that.
I'm saying it in question form.
Right.
She's saying to you like, you nigga, you better say yes, we're on.
I was sitting taking.
Crazy. Yeah.
I was sitting here taking the flowers in. I'm like,
Right.
Like, they don't do that. But nah, absolutely, and hell yeah, I'm submitting to this woman. The hell, that's without a doubt. I don't care if somebody will call me a simp or whatever. I'm definitely submitting to this.
So you're not worried about the soft label, the simp label?
No, I'm submitting to her. I'm submitting to her in every single type of way. You feel me? Whatever she needs, I'll be here for it. You feel me? If she needs me, if she needs to talk to me, I'll be here for it. Even though her soft spokenness, it be passing. It be really passing. Like I know, and I know you guys have a question somewhere in there about this, but like I work all the time. I work all the time. You feel me? And sometimes she like if she's going through something, she want to talk to me. I always tell her if it's that important, if it's important for me to, if you want, you can always stop my day. The other day she called me. She was feeling some type of way, etc., etc. So I was doing something. I was doing something that I stopped. I was like, all right, give me a second. I'm gonna call you right back. Let me step outside real quick. And I called and have the conversation with her to make sure she was good, etc., etc. Because it doesn't matter how important my day. It doesn't matter how busy or what's going on. I tell her after God, I put her after God is her. You feel me? So like if she needs something from me, all you have to do is call me. If I'm not around, if you need me to show up somewhere, I may be running a little bit late, but I will be there on time. I may be running a little, late, but I will be there on time, and absolutely, I am submissive to this woman.
Give me an example.
Which one?
Example of being submissive to
a clean example, or so should I?
Clean,
I don't want to get that.
clean. Clean.
Please.
I don't need no images in my head.
Give me an example. Give me something that is what a submissive man would do for his woman. But you give me the example of what you. Don't give me that. Give me what you would do for her.
All right, so let me.
And this is. I want to be very clear. This is Mitch's version of his submissiveness. Please do not come after me and say that's not this, that. Yeah, shut up. This is coming from a man's man. This is a man's man. I know this. So
being my version of being submissive to her is one because she knows how busy my life is.
Right.
2, because she knows she has to share me with the world.
Right.
I'm not a person that she gets to have all to herself. You have to share. Like, it is what it is. You feel me? And 3, I have time. I'm in and out. So like sometimes on the plane, sometimes I come home that I need to go somewhere, and sometimes I'm on the plane going somewhere different. You feel me? And she doesn't. I'm sorry.
give me something though.
I got you.
Yeah.
I want to give it to you. So,
Give me something.
so she doesn't really.
I love the examples, but
yeah, no, I got you.
Go ahead.
She doesn't really. Yes, she sometimes she's like, hey, babe, I need some time, but she doesn't really give me a headache about it. So with that being said, if she wants something, I'm buying it. Because she wants if it's an item, if it's an item that she wants, I will buy it.
What's your love language?
My love language?
Yeah.
Quality
Quality
time.
time, yes. Yeah, I know.
So y'all see how
I see. This is what I like about couples. I can like. It's all good. You let them talk long enough. You figure out. What's not the problem, but the challenge. Because every couple has a challenge. Whether it's your girlfriend, boyfriend, friendships, whatever. It don't even matter. Everything has a challenge. Everything is something is, strenuous. But quality time. What's your love language? You know your love language.
My love physical touch.
Yeah, that's your nice.
I love a little bit.
But
I'm not touching Mitch.
Oh yeah, no.
Why you don't hold me?
why you don't hold me?
I like the rub of the back.
Right. I feel you. I like rubs on my back too. So
Yeah,
I get it.
For sure.
But
You gotta answer the question too, June.
But no.
my love language?
No, the submissive.
My submissive. I mean.
No, hold on. I need
Go for it. Go. Whole dissertation, guys. Let's go. We already
So
know.
with that being said, if Miss Sally calls my phone, says she wants something, or she wants me to buy something to twin with her, you feel me? I'm buying it. If there's a way for me to buy double of it, I'll buy double of it.
Very good. Okay.
She allows me to make my money.
And Mitch will also call me on the side, blowing up my phone, trying to sneak behind Sully's bag.
But to me, that's low key. That's submissive.
Yeah.
Like you hitting up her friend, like you're bothering her peace to give her peace.
Yeah.
But she, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's like you're willing to do that. You know how many men don't want to do that? Like how prideful they are. They're like, I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah, but also too, it comes with the friend because I could have been that stingy friend or that jealous friend and be like, so.
But you know that he's trying.
Yeah. And I know that if Sully found out that I didn't do it, she gonna kick my ass.
Exactly.
I would have snitched.
I know you are.
I'd be like, I can't believe this woman. I'm over here struggling.
But to actually do that, like that to me is a beautiful thing. Like as a man,
Thank you.
to be like because I know Mitch since he was a kid. I know his walls with women.
Wait, save that. I have a question for that too. Save that. Don't go too into that.
We're going deep, guys. We're going deep.
But nah, are you done with your?
Yeah, I'm good now.
What are your?
It's still. I'm still wondering what it is, because I haven't been in a relationship in almost a decade. At least one that anybody knows about.
decade? No,
That's bad. No, he said that that everyone knows about. You gotta listen to the context of what he's saying.
What's a decade?
A decade's
10.
10 years.
You're lying.
No, that people know about. Like, you are his best friend. You know about. He's talking about
You know about
public.
me,
Oh.
That's why I said listen to the context of what he's saying.
That is what it is. But I count you guys in a relationship because you guys are, we'll get to that. The PDA is beautiful. I love it.
Okay.
It's beautiful. And I got questions for that too. But it's beautiful. But, you know, I guess me being submissive to a woman, I'm kind of the same boat with Mitch. Like, if you need something, I'm going to get it for you. That's it. Like, you know, you got flat tires, let's buy 4 brand new tires. If you know, it's your birthday, balloons in the morning, double bouquet of flowers. I'm gonna give you 100 roses. I'm gonna take you out. We're gonna go eat. You know, and I know that's materialistic stuff. You know, as far as like the deep stuff, like talk to me.
Especially
talk
that
to
woman.
me, yeah.
Especially that woman's got your back too.
Right? Yeah. Don't shut me out. Talk to me. Like tell me your problems. Maybe I could solve them. You know, I can't. One thing I realized about, you know, and I've been going through some shit for like the last month. One thing I realized is that, and this is what I'm realizing with my friendships, is that you cannot do it by yourself.
Amen.
You cannot do it by yourself. By yourself is hard.
Hard as fuck.
Hard as fuck. If you don't reach out and say,
Oh my god.
my brother, I reached out to Mitch. I said, my brother, I need help. That was the hardest shit for me to do because I'm such a prideful man. Like, I am my father's child. I am Gene Robert Eustachi Jr.
Man, when you sent me that text too, because Sally was on her way home. I called Sally. I'm like, yo, Sally, Gene said I gotta pop up, nigga.
I don't know why you're still in the house.
Nigga,
He never calls you.
Right, yeah, and I'm like, I'm
pants on.
frantic right
He's like,
now.
baby, do you? I was like,
Yeah.
go. Why
Yes.
didn't you even call? You should have called me on the way there.
I was like,
So it was just like, you can't do it alone. And I can only imagine, like, to have a woman to have your back, bro. Like, I know today we're so, I always say, like, it's like love is against the law out here. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But if you have somebody that has your back as a man, it should be easy to be submissive to.
Right.
I would assume that. That at least I know. There's other things that there's a nuance to it, but as I watch y'all, I write my notes, I pick up, and I'm like, and I'm like, he's calling me, he's like, yo, what, like, for instance, there was a particular date that he wanted to have, and he's like, Gene, where did I get the flowers from?
yeah.
Should I hit Shelly up? I said, yeah, hit Shelly up. What dress she wants? What restaurant? What's this? What's that? He's asking me. And he's even talented to like, yo, what cologne should I put on? I said, this
Oh
is
my
good.
goodness, I remember that
Yeah.
he called me like, I need your help. I said, what's up? He's like, I need a full outfit. I said, Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying?
So I said, Sally, I'm about to go out. I need an outfit. Let the homegirl pick her own outfit. And I was like, I bet.
Like, that's beautiful to me. That is a man submitting to his woman. He says, no matter what I do, I want to put a smile on her face.
For sure.
I want to make her happy. Because like we said, happiness is I want to bring her joy.
Yeah. That's
You
the
know?
word. That's
And I know this man. This man loves the word joy.
Yeah, there you
And that's
go.
what he does. And like you say, he's about his family. He loves his sister. He loves his brother. He adores his mother. What do you think he's gonna do for somebody that could be his wife one day? I don't know. But it's unlimited. It's unlimited when you are in love, and the submissive should come quick. So to me, I'm still writing my notes, but I take a lot of notes from you guys.
Let me tell you.
Guidelines, bro.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, you could cut that part. But
No, we ain't gonna cut it out. It is what it is.
no, guys, no, cut that part. Yeah, definitely. We gonna this is what I want to say.
I got it.
A man, I definitely need that part to get. Oof, Jesus, yeah, you were definitely right. A man that does not submit to his woman, I think you may have a little problem with yourself. Something may be wrong, because reason being, like, why wouldn't you want to make somebody happy that's definitely about to make you even happier? Like, I bet, like, me buying this or doing this, or like, say for example, the other day, for her birthday, I was like, before her birthday, I was like, you know what? Let's go spend the weekend out. Let's go spend the weekend out in the city. You feel me? And we spent the weekend together. It was a very, very beautiful hotel, right?
Very
Yeah, Arlo Soho, yo.
Soho, y'all went Soho. Yeah, Soho's nice.
Yeah, Arlo Soho.
Don't go there.
Yeah, a lot of the pink.
A
A lot of pink people
I
out
don't see none of
there.
y'all over there.
Yeah, no, that was one of the hotel jobs. But again,
Yeah, Soho's nice.
I mean, submit to your lady, man. make your lady happy, man. Make your fellas happy too. By the way,
Yeah.
you feel me? It goes a long way.
Facts.
Yeah.
So that's all I got with that. What
So-
does?
What does submission mean to you, Shell?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we was about to pass that one. Let me sit back. I was Miss Tough Lady.
When it comes to being in a relationship, I am full-blown soft era Shirley.
What does soft hair shape look like though?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I am full-blown soft era Shirley.
Soft and
And-
an experience.
Shut up, silly.
Before she continues really fast, because Shelly doesn't get enough credit
Oh my
for the
gosh.
stuff that she does and the stuff that she puts up with for us, with us, especially me, because I do not make it easy.
Yeah, fuck them
To
niggas.
be frank, she drags it out of me, but because you know they always say give the person flowers while they're alive. Ooh, now me about to cry.
Don't start.
This is
Got to, man.
This is my girl, so I'm gonna always give her her flowers because this is somebody who takes the time, especially out of her business. Yo, Twister, the very
Minute Maid.
Minute Maid.
Minute Maid berry punch hit.
That's awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna give her flowers because to have somebody in your life who takes the time to to love you. Ooh, I'm about to cry.
Oh my God, Sully, please, just stop.
Takes the time
Shut it up.
Takes the time to love you with all your flaws, and somebody who feels what you feel, even if they're not going through the same thing, is very, very important. Because we went through a struggle a couple months back.
Listen, we go through a struggle for the past couple of years.
So yeah, to have somebody who rides for you just as hard as you ride for them is. I take friendships and relationships very, very seriously, and to have somebody who matches that same energy, yeah, it feels good. It feels good to have a best friend.
Well, I'm gonna get back to that when I gotta hit up Jean's question about Bestie, but okay. Thanks though, best friend. Yeah, soft era Shelly is, like Sully said, is an experience. It's a different side of me. I don't show that side to everyone, so when I'm like down for you, I'm down for you. So like I'm doing everything. I'm like cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm driving hours that I shouldn't be driving, but I'm doing everything that like I'm supposed to do. And sometimes I realize that I'm doing it without a title, which I'm not doing anymore. So like, all right, guys.
No title, no submission. Fuck out of here.
So okay.
You understand me?
Hey
So-
man, ladies,
Hey,
take that.
Take that. Don't
Man, don't be taking nothing. Don't be taking nothing from these niggas, man.
God.
If you don't have a title, ladies, if you don't have, man, y'all better
don't do
Angela
it.
Reese, like, nigga, if you don't have nothing, you better look at somebody and be like, hey,
That's it, man. Maybe that's it.
it be that sad.
Maybe that's it.
But yes, I have a soft girl era, so that's my submissiveness, and like Sully, my love language is quality time. So give me quality time and I'm locked in. I'm not really for like the material things, but quality time and acts of service. Like if you do things with, because I'm a busy person. I'm a busy person. So if you do things without me asking, that means a lot. So
Acts of service is what the person does for you, right?
Yeah.
From my understanding,
I
yes.
mean,
Somebody one day told me that is what you do for people.
sometimes it can, like me, I like to do things for people. That's my acts of service. So that's me showing you
It
that
could
I
be
love
either
you.
Right.
But you can also show me that you love me by doing something as in service. Yeah. So it goes either way.
Yeah.
But
think
yeah,
it's a whole
that's
book on
my.
it, so.
I think it is too. There's a couple of books on
Yeah.
love languages.
5 love languages, yeah. So,
But yeah. So the question that I wanted to ask that I keep stopping y'all before prolonging is, Jean and Mitch, you know me, Sully and Shelly. Yes, you guys heard it correctly, Shelly and Sully.
That's what and when you don't see her, it's because she's not coming. If you don't see me,
It's
because
because
I'm not coming.
yeah, stop asking
Like,
about
I'm
each
a
other.
word.
So as Mitch being your best friend and seeing him in his soft men era, how is it like, because you've been through a lot with Mitch? So how is it seeing him now compared to like his past relationships? You see what I'm trying to
I
ask?
think for
I think we should start at Sally's better.
I think for him and the view that I see him in, the little man that I met, the 20-year-old who was finding his way, the shy man who was scared to start his own photo business, the man that went through some rough times with some rough women, the man that loves his family with all his heart, the man that prays for everybody, even me, the man who probably one of 3 people who could check me, despite the age difference, the man who loves literally unconditionally. I think it's beautiful for him. There's no other way for me to say it because he's different. I don't hear from him as much, and I miss him.
Gene, I feel you on that.
Yeah,
I
miss
feel
him a
you on
lot.
that.
I miss him a
We'll
lot,
talk about that too.
But I think if you want the best for your friends, and it's something that's positive, it's something that's pouring into them, and it's something that's giving them pure positive energy, it is a life source. Let them the fuck be and let them be happy. And they'll come back to you.
Absolutely.
They won't forget you. They'll come back to you, but you gotta let people be happy in their space. And I had no problem letting go because she's a great woman.
I think it's important that people realize that your friends, that your friends go through a honeymoon stage. Like Mitch and Seth are going through their honeymoon stage, so like you gotta let them. Why you get that look?
I don't think it's honeymoon. No, I
It's
think
like, I really just push people to understand. I barely see this man unless we're in bed.
I don't, so let
Go
me
ahead.
say, give me. I'm
Speak
sorry,
on it.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
gonna cut you.
Speak
I
on
didn't
it.
want to cut you. So let me say this, okay? First, Gene, thank you. I appreciate you.
course, man.
Second thing is, I told Sally this while we was doing that. I want to have my cake and eat it too. Let me call it that. That was the phase I was in. I want to have my cake and eat it too. And I told Sally this. Like, I feel like I'm changing. There was something about me, and something that it was something that I'm changing. I'm not like when I wake up in the morning. There's only one person I really want to contact. I really want to have a conversation with. I talk to just one person all the time. Now, to get me to this stage, was it easy to get me here to this stage?
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, and let me clarify, and also let me clarify this too as well. You know, it's not everybody that gotta go through the ups and downs to get to the healthy stage. You feel me? Sally just met me. She met me at a peak, at where I was. As a predator, it was a peak. I was up. I was Mr. Outside. I was outside. You feel me? And then after that, I met a young lady. By accident, not by accident, but by passing by, I met a young lady. Then after that, one thing led to another, one thing led to another, one thing led to another. Then after that, something clicked inside of me. I'm like, oh, I'm done. Like one thing, I'm bet. Like if this was a wrestling match, I'm tapping out. You feel me? Because reason being, I realized that I'm infatuated with the woman, but I'm also in love with the woman. You feel me? And that's where, because in the past, let me take for example, if a woman would piss me off, I'm out.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out.
Friday, it's like, oh, we at tonight.
Yeah, like,
I'm like, huh? What happened to? Hey, I forget about it. I was like, all right,
yeah,
man.
this chick is
Fuck
tripping.
it.
Nigga,
Reset.
boom.
Hit the reset button. That's it.
Every 6 months, like, nigga, goodbye. You feel me? But I met a movable force, and yeah, man, I love it here. Like I tell my friends.
You said a movable force.
Yeah,
Shit,
this
man.
woman is a movable force,
yeah.
for a movable force.
Movable force.
Yeah, that's a
Hey,
movable
man.
force, for real.
Damn, nigga.
So no, shit. and I'm a movement by myself. I'm a hell of a movement. But yeah, man. When I realized it, I was like, you know what? And to be honest with you, Gene, and she knows this. Ever since I made that decision, everything been up. I can't stop making money. I make money by mistake. At this point,
I make money by mistake.
no dead
Hey,
ass.
listen,
At this point, this shit is just walking into me.
some people walk into your life and they're a light force.
Yeah, it's
Bring-
a hell of
bring-
a.
The places that you didn't think have light now have light.
I mean, it's a hell of a force when the same person that breaks your chill is the same person that honestly brings you that ultimate peace, and when you could be vulnerable with that person. Because there be some nights like when my friends are going through things. Because she knows this. When my friends or family go through, I feel everything. I feel it. Like I feel it. You feel me? And there be something I'm in tears. You feel me?
So we're the same. They're the same. Y'all two are the same, and me and Mitch are the same. Yes.
So like.
Explain.
So when, like Mitch just said, Mitch just said like he feels what his friends feel. I feel what my friends feel.
Right.
So we're like the not sensitive, but we're the sensitive part of the group. You guys
So
are
you're
the
saying we're
tough.
insensitive?
No,
we're
you're
not.
you're
We're
the tough
not, but
dogs.
It
What's up?
takes time for us to
Open up.
Right.
say
Y'all
what
like if something pops off, we calling y'all like, what's up? What we got to pull up to? There's no questions behind me. Me and Mitch are asking questions like, wait, hold on, like, what's the problem? Do we really want to do this right now? Like, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up, but I'm still gonna ask the questions on the way there. Like, yo, you sure you really want to like? Cause I'll fight for you, but what's the? Y'all just like, yo, where are we pulling up to? Y'all not asking no questions. That's why I
Right.
said that we're the same and y'all two are the same.
Definitely. So yeah, so like, and again, it's a different kind of feeling where you have that person to share it, to not share it, but for that person to take a little bit of that burden off of you. Be like, I bet, no, don't worry, you're fine. I mean, don't worry, it's okay to feel the way. And then after that. And after that, you just go to sleep and just start again the next day. Because obviously, you're just having you're having a tough hour or two. You feel me? Let's go to sleep and just start again the next day. You feel me? And yes, I could comfort myself. Absolutely, I've been comforting myself for many, many years. But when you have somebody that's honestly trying to comfort you, is there to comfort you? You feel me? When you're not perfect, when I'm not King Mish, or when I'm not Mr. Life is Great, when I'm not popping, I'm being vulnerable Mish. I mean, it's a different kind of thing. It's a different kind of thing. I ride for this lady, so I mean, that's just where I'm at.
Again, thanks for saying some nice things about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding back my tears. But seeing Sully now compared to the past relationships is different. And the one thing I'm going to say, and which is why I asked the question earlier, is the communication. Sully does not speak to save her life. She will she will hold that. Like, you ever had a safe that's so hard to open? You add fire, you add bullets. It doesn't work.
No,
but
here it is. But I'm like, you know what? Never mind. Nah, we're not doing that. Come in.
I be ready to just.
Because what you want to say is going to cut up that person, eat up that person.
And
You
I'm
don't want to do that.
I'm gonna hold this L.
Right.
But it's gonna come a time where you keep poking the bear and
Right.
I'm gonna beat your ass. But I
and
do feel like I
Take your L's. You want to take
And
your L's in silence.
I'm the person that's going to keep poking because that's what I do. And we've been friends since freshman year of high
Now
school.
that I think
So, yeah, I do. Especially
Poke a lot.
to you, yeah.
Yes.
So I'm the friend that's going to poke because even if it's as small as a mustard seed, I realize the difference. So even though you say you're okay, you're not okay. So I'm going to keep poking until I get it out of you. I may be as annoying as possible. I don't care.
don't stop.
But I sure don't. But I see a change in her because now I don't have to poke as much. So like if something's bothering her, she'll text me like, yo, I need to talk. And I'm like, okay. Like, what happened? And it's not, and then I want to make it clear, Sally doesn't actually, she doesn't tell me the problems that her and Mitch have. And I don't want to know the problems that her and Mitch have. But if something's bothering her, she's like, yo, how do I handle this? Or how do I speak about this? How do I approach this? It's a difference between being in a relationship and like spilling out all the beans. Like he did this. I don't want to know that because that's when it gets messy. I don't want to do that. But she'll be like, yo, if something's bothering me about like if this is a scenario, how do I handle it or how do I approach it? Give advice. So she definitely is approachable when it comes to asking for more help. But Sally's my tough dog. She'll always be my tough dog. And she has a soft spot that Mitch is slowly bringing out of her, which is very funny. But I like it. But I also want you to be patient with it because I know you are very impatient. You want answers now. So, I like this stage of error, seeing what you've been through and what you're leading into. I don't want you to self-sabotage. Like, believe in the love, take in the love, and embrace the love.
That's a caption.
Okay? But yeah, that's what I got to say.
Definitely, man. And
Ooh,
yeah,
I like
man.
that.
Today, man, I'm happy that I wasn't the only one that knows about that.
right. Yeah.
Holy
You know, everybody knows
But
each
nah.
other around each other, so.
But nah, man, she knows me. We just gonna. I'm just gonna sit here. We just gonna wait until she talks.
That's it. That's what you gotta do sometimes.
And mind you, some
That's what I do with your best friend.
yo, some of these conversations. And I wake up, my feet touch the floor of every morning by at least 7:30. It'd be like 3:00 in the morning. I'm here with it, knowing that fuck, I gotta get to bed.
Right.
You feel me? But again, I mean, when everybody's different, you feel me? I may be an open book, but I mean, Shelly doesn't have to be an open book. So, I prayed for her. God sent her to me. So, with that being said, love and tender care
God
around
sent
here.
it to me. Wait.
God sent
And
it
it's
to me.
crazy because I remember
Obviously, I
when.
had to be God in invention. Man, I was at the top. I was at the peak, Gene.
Yo,
Shit.
I remember
He
when.
knows. Me and Gene started.
No, go ahead.
We had a conversation.
Yeah, we had our own
I
conversation.
told Gene in his ear, I was like, yo, get your boy.
Your boy, yeah.
Because this was it. Gene was like, no, but I was like, Gene, I'm gonna show you something. And Gene was like, no, son, you don't have to. I was like, no. I got you. And right after that, he figured it out.
Honestly, I didn't think it was gonna work only because I remember when I first officially like met y'all was at Jernique's live pod,
Big shout out to
Shout
and
out
we
to
sat
Jernique.
at that
They started.
table right next to them, and then
Oh, he's
Sully asked a
peak
question.
Toxic.
Sully, wait. Let me finish what I gotta say because y'all about to go in. Sully asked a question, and Mitch was behind me. And Mitch whispered in my ear, he's like, oh, I'm about to fuck with her. And I said, oh my God. And both of them is going back at it with each other. And I'm like, Mitch, just stop. Like, you don't even know who she is. And he's like, no, I got this. And I'm
I
like,
got this.
and ever since then, it's just, yeah.
Now they're together. They're a couple.
Yeah, so I didn't even think it was gonna make it this far, to be honest with you, because
Let
the
you match.
personalities don't match, but it works
Opposites
out.
attract.
Yeah, not all the
Damn, Gene, you
time.
remember during that time?
I remember this peak toxic times, man.
Yeah, they went against all rules. We had certain
2021, July
stickers.
2021.
They had the yellow stickers, meaning outside.
Outside, yeah. It's hilarious. Very
If I
hilarious.
got one.
I got one here, man. Yeah,
Nah,
but-
man, it was one hell during that time. It was what, and that's why that's another thing too. Let me clarify this. Before you get into a relationship, deal with your mauvais défaut, like mauvais défaut. Before
Flaws?
your no, like when it comes, I'm talking well, men and women.
Right.
When it comes to a relationship, make sure you're done. Make sure of it.
How do you
Make
know
sure-
you're done?
Nah, like that's what I'm saying. It's gonna click. Like I told, I told
Car
Sam.
ride?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I told Sam, like something, like it clicked. Like I'm done. Yeah, like I bet. Is she breaking my chest? Absolutely.
Right.
But am I not about to call this girl or text this girl tomorrow morning to see how her day was? Yes, absolutely. I absolutely am. Now, do I have again? Because I mean. Do I have probably other women I could probably get in contact with? Absolutely. Am I about to? Hell fucking no. I am done.
I think you'll start to know when you start to change your ways to make them happy.
That's where.
Yeah, no, I just want to say it's because some people slow, so
I
you got to
agree.
put it into words so
yeah.
that so
Yeah.
you start doing things like even if you used to do this that used to annoy them, yeah, you'll do it here and there to like get a little laugh, but you know your limits when it comes to like, all right, let me chill, let me do something. Or if you know like a certain way of texting or a certain way of communicating, or this person likes when we're on this phone, let me call them. Even if we're not saying nothing, but just you being there on the
When
phone.
you adjust what you're comfortable
Yeah.
with to be uncomfortable
Yeah.
so that person's happy, that's when you know you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like people look at our relationships like, oh, it's not perfect. But the one conversation that we had is that like if we're gonna be here, then we're gonna be here. Like no other people are involved. No, like we might have our issues, but it will never be an issue of, oh, okay, like it's another guy with me or it's another girl with her. And I feel like that's what, like he said, people need to understand. Like if you're gonna be in a relationship, stop wasting people's time. If you don't see yourself standing in that aisle and that girl walking down in a white dress, leave her alone.
Let that be.
Please. And vice versa to women, because women do the same thing. And what, like, one thing women refuse to admit is that we are very nasty creatures when we need to, like, when we want to be. We get down, dirty, and gutter, right? And for what? Like, so you're gonna do all that, hurt that person, and then what? Try to win them back, or like try to stunt on them. Like, we need to be better, so that we get better. I feel like what I prayed for was someone who also wanted to pray for me, somebody who wanted to build, someone who loves their family. Like, look, what you want from that person, you also have to look for it. You also have to bring it out of yourself. We just gotta do better as people. I feel like stop wasting people's time. Like, I get certain people in certain phases where, okay, like, you making more money, you getting more popular, especially in the Haitian community. You getting more popular, you're doing this.
Man, let me tell you something.
That's funny you just said that.
Nah, that's a whole
Like, you know you're not ready for this girl to change your life.
But sometimes too, it's not even about the money. Like, I want people to understand that, because I was having, we had a pod, me and Jen had a pod before, and it was talking about like dating, and then someone, like me and another person had a conversation, and they were saying like, I didn't like what you said in the pod, and I'm like,
Episode 7.
and they're like,
what did you say?
I don't even, it was something about relationship, and I basically said, like, I don't remember, to be honest with you,
She
but
really has a lot of stalkers, so she has people who listen to the show secretly, so they come up to her and say stuff.
Oh, I remember. Okay.
yeah, you remember.
What
So-
do you mean? Do you guys remember what she said?
I don't remember what I
But I
said.
think the person who's accosted her said that, so...
So I think it went along the lines of me saying something about like the dating, and I guess when you're at a certain age, I guess I was talking to Jen about his age and being like, you know, when you're gonna realize like,
I'm old.
yeah, it's time for you to date. It was something along that line. It doesn't always have to do with money. It doesn't always have to do with age. It has to do with your effort and putting into a relationship. You can be 20 years old and married. You can be 50 years old and you're first getting married. It's about the effort that you put into the person at the time. You could be the brokest person in the world. You could be, some people have ugly people, but to them they're not ugly. You can be
Excuse yourself.
you can be the shortest person. You can be not the fittest person. You could be the skinniest person. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what your income is. It's about the effort that you put into someone. If you say that you are serious about this person, why are you playing with their time?
Exactly.
Why are you playing with their feelings?
1000%.
Especially if you know the person likes you. That's what I hate. If I've told you explicitly, yo, I like you, and now you're toying with me, yeah, we're not about to do that. Because how is that fair? And when I act the way that I act, you saying, oh, I'm a crazy girl. No, you made me this way. You put an effort. You made me think that you was down for me, and now I'm not, like, yeah.
Right.
So if you don't like me, let me know. If you want to just have some fun, let me know.
Yes.
But don't be questioning me when I'm giving you the same energy that you're giving me back.
Facts.
Yeah, I've said this.
people scared of that.
I've said this. No, I've said this
But
multiple times.
I don't get why. I'm sorry, baby, to cut you off. That was the first conversation Mitch and I
Alright.
had. Before Mitch and I like decided to get serious, we were just having fun. I was like, look, I'm not the type of girl that you think you're gonna play funny in my face.
Right.
Let me know where we're at. Mitch was like, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I said, cool. We had our fun.
Right.
Right? But when I got to a stage where I'm like, okay, like, I had these feelings, and I know that you have these feelings, so either you're gonna come with me,
Blind.
or you're not.
Because Big Papa was like that shit.
But yeah, I think
You knew that was
people are genuinely scared of.
I think at some point someone's going to understand. I can understand, being hesitant to do that. I just want to fuck. Some people are hesitant to do that, which I can understand. You don't want to hurt the person's feelings, but you're hurting my feelings by not, I'm thinking things are going good, and then it's just like, I'm seeing it one way, and in your mind you're like, it's never going to move more than just sex. Let that person know. Because when you let that person know in the beginning, and they still decide to catch feelings, and I can change them, and I can decide, that's on them, that's not on you. I'll let you know from the beginning, we're at number 1, we're not moving to 5. This is where we're staying, I don't want anything more, I just want a couple hookups, we leave each other alone, whatever, blah, blah. Let that person know, whether you're a guy or a girl. It doesn't matter if you hurt their feelings. If you hurt their feelings, they never speak to you again. Okay, cool. Move on to the next person. Because you'll have that person that's like, all right, cool. That's what I'm looking for, also. So
For
just
sure.
keep it real, so that you know in your conscience, in your heart, yo, I couldn't have hurt your feelings because I let you know from the beginning.
Have the mature conversation, then
Have
be
the
mature about it.
Yes, please.
Cause you know what's the problem? Especially, I guess. Nah, I'm not even gonna say the Haitian community. I'm not even gonna say that because there's a lot of people that does that. Man, it be the niggas, man. It be the niggas, bro.